for our next lesson, we're going to round decimal numbers. So we're going to do this exactly like we did with whole numbers, except now obviously we're dealing with that fractional value to the right of the decimal instead of the other part to the left of the decimal. So if I'm rounding 13 and 9,463 10,000ths into the nearest hundredth, I'm going to look at the tenths, hundredths place. From the hundredths place, I look one unit to the right, just as we did before. If this number is 5 or greater, like it is in this case, the 4 will round up to the next whole number. So this 4 would round up to a 5. So 13.95 would be this decimal rounded to the nearest hundredth. So again, you find the hundredths place, you look one digit to the right, and then decide to round up or to keep that value the same. So let's try this value, 125 and 45,989 hundred thousandths to the following places. So we're going to start with 10,000ths. So this is tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. Starting at the 8, I look to the right. The 9 says I must round up. So 125.4599. Now I'm going to look at the thousands, which is one place to the left. So this is the thousandths place. I look to the right. The 8 says, yes, I need to round up, but this one's one of those tricky ones, so be careful. A lot of us would write 125.459, but how do you round up a 9? Well, it rounds to 10. So what actually happens is this will round that 5 up, so this is 125.46. Now, if you need to write a 0 there as well, if they're being sticklers, say in Alex, about making sure that you have a value in the thousandths place, you can put a 0. But remember, zeros to the right of the decimal that are at the end of the number don't really change. So if I had 1.4 or 1.40 or 1.400000, these are all equivalent. They're all exactly the same because these zeros don't make a difference. Now let's round to the hundredths place. So that's this place. From the 5, I would look at the 9. The 9 says round up, and so that would be 125.46. So notice these two answers are actually the same, which is okay. And then to the tenths place, this is the tenths place, the 4. I look to the right, the 5 says round up, so I get 125.5. Here are some for you to try using a different number, so try all 4 of them, then press play to see how you did. First, I'm going to try the 10,000ths, so remember, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. The 9, I look to the right, that's a 2. The 2 says, nope, you don't need to round up, so 4.9099, that number would stay exactly the same. In the thousandths place, that's now here. The 9, I look to the right, 9 is greater than 5, so I have to round this 9 up. Well, what does that round to? 9 rounds up to 10, so that means it's going to affect this number. So I have 4.910. Again, the 0 is not necessary. In the hundredths place, I look at the 0. 0, I look to the right, that 9 says round up, so 4.91, which is the same as this one. And the tenths place, I look at the 9, and then to the right, 0 is not greater than 5, so it's just 4.9.